Okay, so in this video we're going to take a look at Facebook Power Editor. Facebook Power Editor is Facebook's free plugin that works on Google Chrome. It's not supported by any of the other browsers, so you will have to use Chrome if you want to run Power Editor. Power Editor is another way, it's an alternative to Ad Manager to setting up your ads and running your ad campaign. There are some people who think it's really mainly just a bulk editing tool, but that's not the case. But it does allow you to bulk edit and manage your ads, and it is ideal for large advertisers who have several ad campaigns to run, or for businesses who are running several different types of Facebook ads. And it's ideal because it lets you work to scale, gives you precise control of your multi-ads campaign, and it's just so much easier to manage. However, it is so much more than just a bulk editing tool. Power Editor has a ton of additional features, and it's for that reason that it's viewed by experienced marketers as being far superior to Ad Manager. Power Editor, for example, will always be the first to get the latest ad features. You tend to find the new features will be rolled out to Facebook API and Power Editor long before they're rolled out to Ad Manager. For example, the lookalike custom audience field was first available in Power Editor, and it just gives you the chance to perfect some of the latest ad options before they run out onto the mainstream Ad Manager. So, as well as offering a vast range of features, other reasons to use Power Editor, and it gives you great control over the placement of your multi-ad campaign. The new targeting features in Power Editor will be there long before they're rolled out to the mainstream, giving you a chance to really get to grips with them, and if your competitors aren't using Power Editor, it gives you a bit of an advantage because you're already used to it before it gets to Ad Manager. You can bulk edit your ads very, very easily in Power Editor. It's a real ease of management, and it's perfect if you're tracking large ad campaigns. We'll pop over onto Power Editor just now and have a little look at the layout of it, etc., and how it will look when you log in. Hi there, so in this video we're going to have a look at Facebook Power Editor. To access Power Editor, you first have to click into your Ad Manager and then come down and just choose Power Editor. It will then open up any campaigns and show you this is your kind of entry dashboard to it. And this is where you can choose your campaigns, your ad sets and your adverts. Okay. If there's nothing showing here, you might need to download to Power Editor your latest campaigns if you've set them previously in Ad Manager. And then you can come down here, and if you want just a quick overview, you would choose Campaign Dashboard, and it will give you a look at your impressions, your budget, your spend in just a very quick glance. You would also come down here if you wanted to set your audiences. You could create your audience, so you could save a target audience group. If you'd already saved one, you could access it here. Create your custom audience from any of these methods, so you could choose it from your audience, from your website. You would need to get tracking pixel here that Facebook will give you, and then put that on your site. And then you would create your ads from there, so you would also have to set the audience name, the description, whether you want it to be all website visitors or just people visiting a specific page, and the timescale that you want them to have visited your site within. You could create a lookalike audience. Again, choose your source. You would choose your country. And then whether you optimise for similarity or reach. Similarity remembers the top 1%, and reach is the top 5%. You tend to always get better results with similarity. And then you would just create your audience. You can delete audiences, you can create adverts using audiences, and then if you just come down here, you can then view your image library. Let's see your latest ad images. I'll just show you this. Conversion tracking takes you out of Power Editor and back into Ad Manager. So it's just your standard conversion that you got with Ad Manager. It's not actually set within Power Editor as well. And that's the same for reporting, billing and account settings. So then you want to come back into Manage Ads, and this is where your campaigns are. So if you wanted to create a campaign, you would just do so here. Give it a name, choose the buying type, and then the objective for the ad. And remember, we went over all these objectives earlier in the course. Then you would click Create. You can duplicate a campaign, so you could duplicate a previous one, and with the same respect, if you change your mind, you can just revert back to what it was. You can obviously delete a set here as well. You can add tags and export and import. If you have perhaps created an ad offline, you can download the template, create it offline and then upload it. Then once you've set your campaign, you would come into your advert set, and you could either edit an existing ad set or create a new one. Okay, you need to have created a campaign to do this, but if you've perhaps forgot to do it in the campaigns, you could create a new one here, or just use an existing one. Name the advert and then click Create. Okay, and this is where you would come into it now with your ad. This down so we can have a look. And you create ad. If you wanted to create a new ad, do it. Or if you're wanting to edit an ad, then you would do it down here. This is where you would have your create. So your ad name, the objective you've already set at campaign level, the page, the landing view, your headline and your text copy, your images, if you're using a tracking pixel or creating one, the product placement of your ad. Then you come through, set your audience. So if you're using an existing targeting group, any of your custom audiences, set your demographics, your interests and behaviours and connections. And then over here you can run through what your ads will look like. And then this is your pricing, whether it's CPM, CPC, etc. Power Editor really is so good and it's so easy to use, and it just has everything there in so much more detail. It is used by so many marketers, and as I said, even taking aside the bulk editing features that are so easy to navigate your way around, the fact that they get first access to all the latest ad changes and updates and features is well worth keeping your eye on it. Trial both. You know, try Ad Manager and then compare it to Power Editor and see which one you're most comfortable using. Personally, we would just recommend Power Editor. In the next video, we'll have a look at maximising the return on your investment for your Facebook ad.